Hey y'all, Joefer here, the Cranky Old Gay Guy. It is Monday, the 12th of May, 2025. It's miserable and rainy outside. Chilled, not freezing, but chilly. It's really dumping right now. But that's not what gets me cranky today. What gets me cranky is unfulfilled goals. When I was younger, there were many things that I wanted to do in this life. Such as, let's say, creative things. Film, TV, movies, script writing, books, contests, whatever. And I foresaw that I would be living somewhere in Southern California and I would be working in the entertainment field. Well, a lot of those goals have changed over time because a lot of them, I think, were age specific. Someone of my age and experience could not enter the scene in the same way I could have when I had zero experience and I was 30 years old. It's just the way the world works. Nor would I want to go and live in a, when you're young, you can live in a house with 6 people, struggle with one bathroom. Those are just things I have no interest in at this point in my life. I don't want to have 27 people coming in and out of the house. I don't want to share a bathroom with 5 other people. I don't want to have people staying up all night making noise. I don't want to have to work 6 jobs, trying to make it until you get discovered. I don't want to work in the food service industry. I never wanted to work in the food service industry. I did when I was 16 for 3 days, and that was enough. I couldn't handle the smells. I couldn't handle the customers, and I didn't like the way the whole thing operated. And it made me cranky even at 16. Yeah, 16 years old, and I was already cranky. Can you imagine that? It's hard to believe, isn't it? So what made me cranky is I was sitting here this morning thinking about things that I thought I would be doing. Last week I had a conversation with someone and I said to him, who would have thought I would be doing what I'm doing today? Because I saw when I turned 55 or 60, my plan was to retire and live off of investment income from properties. And I did start buying properties when I was younger, but due to economic changes and job changes, I had to stop and sell property in order just to get by. And then when I had to leave my job, I had to. When my mother moved in with me when she was ill, I left my job. And that couldn't have happened if I hadn't sold another property because I needed to cover all the expenses of my home, taxes, etc. And I couldn't have a job outside of the house. I had to be here all the time. So things change. I'm glad I did that. It, let me see another side of my mother. But looking back, getting back on topic, I told this person, I said, if you'd asked me when I was 30, I would not have said I would be where I'm at today, doing what I'm doing today. Grunt work, working with my hands, lifting, getting dirty, making a mess, very physical things. And I had envisioned myself behind a desk or up on a stage, doing things that aren't that physical, and the only physical things I would be doing would be like working out at a gym somewhere, which I still do, but not nearly enough. I did go yesterday and I did go the day before, and I did get a good workout, but some things at the gym irritated me as well, and I can get into that in another video. So that's where I'm at. I am not super cranky, but I'm not super happy right now, because I let my mind go down that path to the past. And veer off on that branch that I could have taken that I didn't, that I kicked myself for not taking. But then when I rationalize it and I look back, if I had taken that, things could be much worse than they are today. And things aren't bad today, but I'm just thinking things could be much worse. I probably wouldn't have a house, at least not in LA, not unless I was successful. I wouldn't have a house up here because even now you can't buy a house up here unless you've got money. There's no way I could afford a $2,500 to $3,000 a month house payment. I don't know how younger people are doing it in apartments in the Pearl area, or even apartments even on Alberta. How you can afford $1,500 a month for a studio? That's beyond me. Not unless wages have severely jumped in the last 10, 15 years. But I know when I go to like Indeed and look at job sites, and none of it seems to, it doesn't seem that the wages have gone up as much as one would think they would have to pay these rents. I know inflation's gone up, but real world wages haven't. So unless you are already at an upper tier wage and taking another upper tier job, I don't understand how people who work in the service industry, in retail, how they can afford these places to live with the money that they make, unless, they're working 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs, which again isn't something at my age I want to go back and do. I do not have the energy for it, nor the desire. In the past, I did work more than one job at a time, and it was, how do the kids put it? I did it for experience, not work experience, but just to experience life. Yeah. So that's what had me cranky this morning. I'm going to probably put on a podcast about movie reviews or something. Fish Jelly, check it out. They're on YouTube at Fish Jelly Reviews, I think, or just type in Fish Jelly in YouTube. 2 words. Or you can go to any podcast service that you have and type in Fish Jelly, and they do movie reviews. It's a gay couple out of the Los Angeles area, and they're good looking, they sound good, and they're very knowledgeable about film. And Joefer, half the couple, has the most beautiful teeth you will ever see. So check out his teeth. They're wonderful. That's about all I got today. I will have to let you all go. I am rushing out. It is, I've got about 18 minutes to go 6 miles. And in this traffic, I think that's just about the right time. Unless there's road construction somewhere, or I keep talking. So I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to let you all go and say, happy post-Mother's Day. Have a great day, everybody. And remember to stay cranky, my friend. Stay cranky.
I sit back and ponder where I thought that I might be. Then I look around at my surroundings and find that place is not what I see. I thought that I'd be further along the road and in career, but I didn't take the chance back then out of ignorance and fear. So I'm now an aging senior, and I ask, what have I done? My days, they're growing short. I could have had so much more fun. Never happened, the memories that were never made, accept the path that you've chosen. Life is but a grand charade. good things that you've done.